Okay, welcome to yet another edition of the Checkpoint Sports. Today we get plenty thing for talk about inside the show, as we see we national team Leon Stars being get for loss 2-0 to Comoros. Now the international friendly match where they play inside Turkey. Well, been go that well with plenty fans, as fans them get different opinions. Some people say it's one of the worst performance in recent times under John Kista. Others say certain players they were not for invite anymore at the squad, because you get a couple of young players out there we can play fantastic football. And other people say, well, it's a test match, and in test matches you get for use different sets of your players them for ensure say you get a all chance before you select your final squad. Well, everybody gets your opinion, but yourself out there get a chance for have you say in the show. Tell me or tell we what you think about Salon performance today, and how you go rate the team, and if you not the coach, what will be your next step with such performance where you see the boys them put up today inside the friendly match where they play against Comoros. Well, some people they look at Comoros as one kind team, but anyways, it's they get a good squad. Never mind, you don't know them, and one of the teams that will go to the Nations Cup as well. But a lot of people get issues with the way our Leon Stars play today, and they're not happy at all. But we they move on with the show, and me guess for today's show na James Pele Sesay, where they play for Maryland Bobcats in America, one of the fantastic forward and young player where they play football. He go join we soon na the show for join we and talk about in football career, and how he don't fear on with in career as a young player where himself they do in your way score fantastic goals and perform good inside the league where it play. This now the checkpoint spot, like I say, you get the opportunity for have you say in the show. You can call on this number and tell me what you think about Leon Star performance, and which advice you go able to give to the technical staff with regards players invitation, uh the performance, the tactics and all. You can call on WhatsApp and have you say in the show, or you comment on the comment section what do you think about the match. There with you, and inside the next one, let we get a good time. Before that, let's just welcome we viewers them now the comment section. Welcome to the show, Isaac Scott, where they watch me from Switzerland. We want to say welcome, and the Mami Iyai, the Mami Iyai, welcome. Jimmy Scott and Bakari Toure, and all welcome to the show, and to all the people that where they watch me right now, wherever you day, you welcome. We get a lot for discuss, like I say. But let I just welcome me guest. Where they with me today na the show. And a name na James Pele Sesay. They play for Maryland's Bobcats. One of the teams them na the US where get a lots of African players where they get opportunity for play football, and then they do fantastic in the league where they play. So today Pele there for Terry but in football career, and how it done the carry on with it. Welcome to the show, James.
Yes, thank you. How everybody they do. I want to say thank you to you for giving me the opportunity for able for invite me in at the show. I'm really grateful for that, and I want to say hello to all my salon family. I hope everybody they do well.
All right, James. Before that, please share this video far and wide so we will get more people will go watch this show, and also follow and like the page and we YouTube channel as well, because we the broadcast simultaneously. So to start with James, let we begin for talk about who that not James and how the name Pele come about.
Well, I will say, Mena Pele, the name end up come about as a childhood where I be small, and just like with something where you get God on destined say it go be part of your life. And I remember when my 3 years birthday reach, and my favorite granny actually get me present. And the first present she get me in a soccer ball, and that time Brazil for Pele, he gets me the jersey and the name being number 10 Pele. And that jersey they become part of my life. The jersey I like it dirty, when my granny don't do laundry, don't brook am, a hang am, at the sit down at the jersey take it dry, I take am and wear am back. So then they become like me one favorite clothes I like for wear.
Oh, okay.
So just like when you get something like that, where they see you Pele, 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 they call you the name, they call you the name. And then you can fortunate say why they play around and that jersey that they use for play people that they see the name that they call me that. And it just become part of me. It just stuck with me up to now.
All right. So, Pele as a player now, how you start your football journey?
Well, I born na Abadi Road and I raised up na New Englandville. Now the entire family there. And may not be just somebody will be just focused on just mini leagues. And now there I have to say if I become popular in salon now through those mini leagues. All the mini leagues that we talk about now from Eastern, Western, Central, I play all. And I start for play the leagues and they because uh I motivate myself in a way where I feel say I nobody ever think say soccer will become my dream or become a passion to me or become me actual job what I do up to now. I don't ever think about that way in a long run. I just be taken as way of having fun when you know a young teenager, having fun or stay away from trouble. So I be focused being an area they play, they go school, they play. I actually start my first actual organized soccer play. Me I be goalkeeper for SM Roderick Municipal Primary School. Me I be goalkeeper. At time we get a lot of people over the play, but may not be see and say I fit for play. But I just want to be part of something with fun. So I decide for be a goalkeeper. And then be a goalkeeper at the play now, and then we get Sidiki, we it can begin men and get height past me. Because of me height, the coach will get is say, because of you small and you short, you know go be a goalkeeper. We go force you for let you play inside. And then I begin play. Because of I begin speed, and then I be really rough, then begin use me inside. Sidiki begin meant for the school. Now I begin play primary school. I dey make name. I dey play in my area, play mini leagues. Them all the players them right now refuse they play for the national team. When I the home base them 80 to 90% of them me and they share same jersey through those mini leagues them. So now that begin build me confidence until mid in England, FC Johansi the hill station where I get most of my teammates will be to go school. And then they tell me about this team, Johansi, Johansi, Johansi. But since maybe the New England and the team the hill station, me know the drive. I know feel say it be convinced for me for say okay, I'm go join. And okay, I give me actual best friend when I mean they live in the same compound. Him be the New England with me, but him be the go train. He don't bother me about Johansi, Johansi. I tell and say I know the go. I say because it's too far. And then they now me not be the person will be the help me mommy. He sell fruit we come on at tongue. I mean not the only person they go help him for go take the market where they go buy. Count on an area, I mean they go sell for them. All kind fruits. So I be take and say I don't want give me my mother problem there if I go the left farm and they go to all kind struggle and they. So I never accept the invitation when me party. Don't tell the body about me. So they make like just mini league when I six aside. One day now I say, okay, I go play. I go play now. The one day now when I don't actually form a team, but they not be actual give the team name. Now just group of boys them at the area will just come up so okay, let's make a team. I go play against them and the mystery and the magic happen. Then see me now, they say, oh, well, join one like join Johansi, like can join with him. They not even get the name Johansi, it can join with him. So we begin play same area league, and then the field which will be the play. Now actually the front drive outside Miss Johansi in Osley. So anytime we they drive, go out and come in, and they see where they play there. So when they stop, it's so that this group of boys, we always at the scene at the same field. Then it can be encouragement so that I can begin the taking time. They can watch who they play. Say we tell and say, well, we want a sponsor we need jersey, we need ball, and then they will ask them for. Now come up the idea and say, well, we want to name the team as you name, FC Johansson. And sit down, we say, well, we get back to we. All of a sudden now it come out to say, okay, that is not a bad idea. I go look for do that. We begin play mini leagues. We force actual jersey where we get. Now we legend when Mohamed Kalon, now in William, with that they Inter Milan when a line, then they use, they give it that jersey day, and I will force official jersey as a team. So they play all the mini leagues, then they now AC and say, Mami Johnson see and say, then now it don't reach a point where not so only when I focus on the soccer, when I get forget a backup just in case soccer not work out. We now it's everybody for go school. If you know the go school, you know they play, now the team. It can be serious now. Everybody will be don't get the attention of school, can put the attention per school because it won't belong. And we don't see say the team they grow gradually. Then we decide from there we decide we begin play under 14. When are the actual structure, we begin play as a team. We play friendly matches, we play group of guys when Lebanese guys them then get a team. So we begin play different friendly matches there around the country until the Miss Johansi don't know say now, okay, I have open trust on these boys and want to make sure say we achieve something of this passion who we don't choose. And all that thing and everybody be the go school. Some they go Edwards, go Kell, Grammar School, Albert Academy, Muslim Brothers. So everybody was in school. Everybody be attached in a school. And when they make the school league, we all be the participants now with school. If they encourage we so much, like as a second parent, give we advice. It can reach a point where we family them, mama, papa can attach to them to we can get a connection way, can show that concern. We parents do not be the too worry about say, oh, Osame picking don't go. Oh, Osame picking this, Osame picking that because you know say within a safer hands. So
Okay.
honestly, Johnny then go ahead.
Yeah, James, that's not a fantastic journey. So, as a player, now you don't be inspired. You start from the school league structure. You start from a structure where you go play in a position where you might not call for, and somebody look you and say, "We're very technical," and say, "No, you need for play inside." So, since that moment, what thing keep you going in the game?
That moment they change my life because it keep me going and it's something I recognize in myself because the first time actually I play inside, I end up score I think 5 goals. And the speed where I be get, where I be the use, and my ball control, and not be that perfect, but it was like magical. Even like back home when you see young body play among some even guy the way get height pass him, and you see the way they perform it, you take and say, oh, this person here, so the boy has to get potential. So they can be they give me advice, they encourage me, they give me money, say, hey, buy this, buy food. They can begin they encourage me now, they can begin take me different leagues there now. We are gonna meet up different talented player them. We play with them, play against them, make names them around. We reach a point where I feel satisfied. But despite that, I began always get a supportive family with me, mama and my papa. Then be there into soccer. My papa play for Blackpool, be there around soccer team. It can begin take me to stadium where Blackpool they get game. They go anytime Blackpool they go inside stadium. That time Belebele na the captain. Belebele they hold me hand go inside stadium. So I don't there around that. It can motivate me more. Where they will go to stadium, they see stadium, they flop. People that they cheer players, them players that they do well. I can get down it to my mind. Say, I said, this is what I want to do the rest of my life in a way that I want to get better. And I want to make sure, say, the family enjoy and benefit from this. And me self change my life of this because I feel like, say, now a thing where the talent, I don't know, say, within myself, I don't recognize as I just need for get better in every aspect of it. So, then they motivates me more. We make I keep pushing and keep training until a lot of things change.
So, which of the teams then you play for na Salon, and which level you go to, the Premier level, or you just play division or non-division football in Sierra Leone before you travel?
So when FC Joansi we start for travel, went to Sweden the first time, played the Mid Northern Cup, we not be runners up. We'll go Sweden the back. So FC Joansi now be the only team now the country we actually be the go travel with players them, go play different tournaments. And the team it actually end up can be say my position can change. I start for play as a right back. Where Daniel Alves now make up to today, even though my position don't change. But Daniel Alves now I'm my favorite player in the world because now he be the at my heart's best. I reach a point my teammate that can begin call me that same name day because of the way they play, my crosses the way they make. And Johansi can transit from a non-division club, can begin play the Division One.
Okay.
Yes. So
So
me
now I've been there with Coach Puzi in squad by then.
exactly. So we get Coach Puzi come. The transition can now come big in a way where everybody can focus on putting on this group, this young group of boys that we get this kind of talent. Now Johnson can big in a way everybody want to go see me play. When they play friendly match, you reach a point now the one whole country will beat all the Premier League team. Every Premier League team will beat them. And the kind way we will be look, now people their eyes they say, what's so special about them player there? So for let them look this guy way, but when they step into that field, a different ball game. So it can draw attention to people and they can begin to support we more. They go to we games them, show up and practice them, and that's in the mean at the right back. So I transition to that until me not be I would say me not the last player of actually the co-founder of the club. We left the team and until we the team make it to Premier at the time I actually left the club. I did with the team until the team make it to Premier.
Okay. So now you they play inside America. But before we reach that side, tell me with the experiences where you gain with Johansson, like I know of competitions all now go in Europe all now win, like you mentioned, Sweden and other places. And so as a youth player at that time, how this help you for improve your game? Because that now something where they missing. Like earlier you mentioned school league, where we don't they miss for a very long time, where it make it difficult for groom young players them. But thankfully, the CAF don't get a new system where they don't announce they go start by February, where they go get school league continental competition, where means say now that they force the African countries them for play school league now in country. Because if you not get school league, you're not going to select a squad for go to the continental championship. But with you now coming through the youth system and to the point where you did now, how that help you in your career?
It helps me because now a way of believing in your own talents and believe say whatever Mr. A or the next guy next to you can do more than that. And that moment they can transition so good because all the player that will be the play school league now players the way I would say my friends them from different teams they want to play with them mini leagues And some of my friends they were then at the FC Juancy will not be to go the same school, but everybody go different school. But just like the memory one I go forget is the first time I ever play against Edwards, where you get the like of Okocha. It's like all the junior level, but what the way they make name now around the country, I play against them, and I end up for score the winning goal. We beat Edwards. We then be chase me take from Edwards to Rokel and chase me try for beat me, but I be end up for escape. And then I play against collegiate. I beat them. I play against I play against Academy. Christian Moses, where they play right now for the national team. That be the centre back for Albert Academy.
Yeah, now a fantastic striker.
Exactly. So just imagine that transition and the way we don't pass through the youth level back home, and then it can help with so much. We can make it can easy for we because that school league then be the way of actually show you talent and then show say not only soccer get for focus on school too, because education will take you in a long way. So it can make we focus on that transition. There is so much.
Okay, now you journey to the US. Now you dey play in the same team where Christian Coker they play for. I see people also don dey call for Christian in Nkawan at the national team, where very much important. I think the technical team for look into that because not disrespect to the keeper the way they did now, but a lot of people. But anyway, we're not talking about Christian today. You they play with Christian, the likes of Christian, Sylvester, and all Sylvanos, and all in at the same team in the USA. So how it comes about for like going to that far.
So joining Bobcats now something way I often say it happened the right time for me because one, maybe they actually the men of Maryland who's at the team base. I live Maryland, Virginia, New Jersey, Philadelphia, but I actually transit to a different state because one at school, I go continue my education and I go to Texas. When I there I go college, I play my first 2 years, I score 55 goals, where I broke the state record and the school record and set my own. And it reached a point where I go feel say I been already reach that point where I know say people that already know me, like which I don't achieve, people that already know say it's not. And America now the standard of education is different. For where you are know about somebody, you don't need to go ask people them. You just they type up the person name on Google and something, just search for the person. We search for that, then it go tell you everything about that person, they what you achieve or wouldn't the person. So I've done set that legacy the way I be so happy about and with my school side. Bobcats now carry a point where Christian be done did it before and I'll get the other teammates, Emmanuel and Sierra Leone too, because then they are the Maryland area, then be already then at the club. So since maybe they far away of them, I be just focused on school. But like when they can get those side mini leagues, then they always they invite me for can play, and I be always they come. So they don't they see me. And now Bobcats reach the transition where they don't decide for go for be a pro team, and then they look for players them. So I actually can work. I can see my friends them, Christian and Emmanuel, Silvanos. There I can work out to them, and then Bobcats actually organize a mini tournament from different other teams around. And this other coach, when Coach Ali, he get back get team FC Alina Salon. He invites me, say, okay, Pele can play for me. And I not get no choice because I already there around and I not get nothing for do that weekend. And I just one weekend when I Saturday and Sunday. So I go play, Bobcat see me. They say I'll be win the highest goal scorer and the MVP of the game. And they see me, they say, okay, all this now somebody we need for look on. But even all the players that will be there at the team already be done familiar with me because I don't play around where me and them now different leagues them. So I be there in Maryland. So I go back to Texas, then call I get a call from the vice president and the president and say, okay, we need you, we want for sign you. What you think? And that time they I be they na Texas so I be they play with a non-division club. We na like a summer league way after school. Na him we can play against Houston Dynamo when at the Premier League, the MLS team. We are play against them, but now the Open Cup, the US Open Cup, we non-division team they play where you reach to the like a certain stage, they able play with the MLS team. So Bobcats called me and said, okay, then I need to talk to my family and see if not the best choice for me because I get to think about the transition from move again to a different state. I get to think about that. So I get the conversation with my family and then I just decide say, okay, now the best thing for me. Especially
Okay.
where I get my own Sierra Leonean brother in the day and people away again the environment na a place where it could be best for me for like able for transit and able to get the best out of which I will achieve and which I will do.
All right. So playing now with Bobcats, how many season you don't deal with them?
So actually this now actually my first year with them and at the first year this they play as a professional team,
Okay.
as a pro club.
As a pro club. All right, I'll continue for stay with we. Pele, we will come to you back now the show. In name na James Pele Sesay where you don't hear in Johnny as a start from school league system to FC1 scene and senior football, and now in the US playing professional league. We dey continue with the show. We get more information for bring to you, and inside today's show, we dey look at the friendly match as well where Leon Star play. As a lot of people get their own view as to what they think about the outcome of the match, not only the outcome but the performance level of the players them how them perform against Comoros. Yes, somebody could say yes, Comoros be done play teams like Guinea, Egypt, and put up a very good performance. Playing against Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone for them step up a bit. But again, others they look at and say, well, the coach they test in players there. It gets a well, not too much time because we first game go be on the 11th of January against Algeria, so we not get enough time again. But yet still, I believe say Kista as a tactician go get for do a lot in terms of ensuring that we go with one of the best team in the African Nations Cup. So you have get the opportunity for have you say in the show. You can send you message to this number or you call and have you say as well. But in the meantime, we talk to James Pele Sesay, and let we just take few. Well, today we're not gonna much report inside the show, but all I can tell you that the football issue in the country they continue with the Premier League and other mini leagues then where they play. But to see shocking results for FC Cologne yesterday as they been get for loss inside the match where they play against Diamond Stars by 1 goal to 0. It been shocking because Diamond Stars they get a very poor form, but then get a new coach when Tito Cole will take over the club just like a week ago and or 5 days ago, and we see it make a big difference, bring a very good team against FC Calod, and they be so tactical, and they end up for beat by 1 goal to 0, get the victory, get 3 points, and that's for many people go serve as a boost for the boys. Then, despite now the last set of matches, then this they play inside the first rounds of the league. Well, we don't know anything can happen because Saloon League at times first rounds now they end. But hopefully the second rounds go kick off. We don't know when they go kick off. So for now, FC Colombia don't play the last game yesterday. But this been so emotional as we see one of the FC Cologne fans them. He not be able for beer at all. He not be able for beer when our he cry because he not be let they lost the match. And it will look emotional and funny at the same time as we see in comping fans that be they try for consoler because now the game anyway, he like the game, he always on the for one of them top supporters, female supporters them, and we still say it be really, really shocking to score. Well, anyways, mighty Blackpool we get 1-1 draw with Freetown Freetown City Football Club today. Now the Siaka Stevens Stadium, then draw 1-1. And the league they continue tomorrow with Slifa, we go host Eastern Tigers, and Arslav go host Anti-Drugs inside the Premier League. Like I say, we they reach to the end of the first rounds of the league, and hopefully the second rounds will kick off probably by December, January, or February. We don't know it, but we hope say the second rounds will kick off and the league no go end like how we always thought it end. Though if you end, so it will be advantage to Easter Lions where they lead now. But anyways, that's not for the Salon Premier League, and more matches and get for the on next weekend also where Bo Rangers go play their final match now. Bo. But in the meantime, we they look at the Leon Stars and all, and also we see another breaking news will be happen during the week where FCU1 seen them Ghanaian midfielder now Sierra Leonean we don't switch in nationalities to Sierra Leone as Samuel Kwaku. Well, a lot of questions and applaud been there with regards this particular player, as people think say this player now a fantastic midfielder, they play good football. And for some people, yes, now a plus to Sierra Leone, but others they look at them say you get other young midfielders and at the Salon Premier League where can equally play in role. And then for don't get opportunity. But if somebody wants for naturalize, you can't stop the person, and the FA don't secure that. But the only question now the press release being calm, like this player, that one of the players they already select. The press release they say Ghana don't clear the player for play for Salon at the Nations Cup. So it's like the player. I can agree if you say Samuel don't qualify for play for Salon or represent Salon. That's fine, but like Nations Cup and all in the press release being sound confusing. But tell me or tell me what you think about in naturalization, if they benefit to Salon. And I know a lot of people sabi the player, they play fine football, and also just tell me about the rating. What do you think about Sierra Leone friendly match today? We will go back to we studio guest and Pele. Let I come to you back na the studio. You happen for don't change your position now na the game from the point where you dey play to the position now where you dey play. Waiting na the difference and now you dey find them for move on.
Well, my transition to changing the position where they play, way I be in New Jersey, I met this just like one day, Saturday morning, I take the soccer ball where we get. It be actually cold, like the coldest day whatever day na New Jersey State. I still like gonna park where they right next to us they were at the neighborhood park. I they play like I juggle the ball, I the cooks, I they do tricks them. And I see this old guy actually be the train a small girl picking. And he see me say, oh, see you have good skills. Say where are you from? So me and get a good conversation, we talk. And knowing that my Brazilian, I play with the likes of Cafu, all those first time old Brazilian player. I say based on the touch the way you get, I say I go look for that you can play with where they get their own old guys where they play every Sunday morning, and then they can play at the parkley. So I go look for they can play with me. I said, okay, that's fine. And then I go play there the next day. They see me there, oh, they like me. Everybody talk about me. Oh, so you come out. I say I'm from Sierra Leone. Or then I like just share experience. Say, oh, I play with this, play with that. So you really good. They say, what position you play? I tell them, so I play. I say right back. I say right back. Say wow. Say I don't think you're a right back. I say, but I asked them, say like why you say that? They say because the way I did touch and move the ball, and no feel say I go mean a right back. They say if me get the chance, it go change me mentality and my way of playing to play as a forward. I said I said okay, that is not a problem because if you don't play to that level, you know what it take for the player to like transit from being a defender to a goal scorer.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go be so hard because you get for change everything. So again, the guide, I say, okay, that's fine. So me and Bissell get a set schedule way from Friday to Sunday. Every day when they go to the park, they go practice. It get up to like I would say 25 to 30 soccer balls.
Okay.
Where they use those then 3 days, then they in there from the midfield, they play me the ball, show me how to receive, turn, and finish. I keep doing. It get used to me in a way that way it can be so comfortable to me now. And then it gets one party, we get like a team, we get a
Okay.
group, single
Pele,
level.
I will come to you back. Let's take this caller. Hello, Martin.
Okay.
Yeah, Maggie, good evening and good evening to the guests in the studio.
Yeah, Martin, you don't follow the show. First of all, take me up to speed to what you think about today's result with Leon Stars versus Comoros.
Yeah, today really not a great game. Of course, we know say underdogs not a game in the game of football. But to be very much frank enough, John Kista and the technical team get a whole lot of things for do because I watched the game from the first half to the end. And the team not like they lost system. This player wey dey play for Usum Stars ain't just I don't know today na a bad day for him and not like you know really get too much partnership with the person wey dey play for. Of course, the midfield not be the penetrate, not be the functional as well. Strasser not be like the team exactly know we play nothing today and people they really they seeing them friendly matches there like a preparation towards the outcome, but for the look of things, Maggie, what they see, John Kista need to follow up job, especially with coming at the midfield. Yeah.
Okay. That's now one issue where people don't they complain about or cry about that. Yeah, we get strikers, we get couple of defenders and now work independent, but we midfield still need improvement. And one person today we're missing are John Kamara, Bankole Kamara, and people can look at him saying one of the slaves in that midfield area. But with him out today, the midfield be totally exposed. What do you think about that?
Yeah, of course, na a very intelligent player where you mentioned. So maybe don't they follow him religiously. We don't they follow that player. They very decent and know what they do a open game like any game so far. So like bringing Odin Strasser, me and office saying it make any impact today at that game day because John Kista for don't stick to a particular system now. Yeah, in the prepare for AFCON. More could get that partnership, make them play and get that chemistry, maybe we gel together at the end of the day, going to this particular outcome with a very good spirit. You bring up one very good suggestion. This Ghanaian we don't on Sierra Leone now when Samuel. I don't follow him, of course. And in games that they play IFC Ransom. This guy is very intelligent, very decent, and he know what he do whenever he hold the ball. So it's not about this person not can naturalize for this country. There are people who are born here, who give themselves to this nation. So it's people like that don't come in for me, will like partner up with the midfield. Let me forget in try because a very clinical, a decent. I don't look at in passing accuracy, a very okay. I know they condemn the current midfielders in the league. They said it's right, but honestly, Samuel it deserve a call up, meaning they forget it's right for them feeling there and call on the camp at the end of the day, John Kista watch them at the end of the day, go it coach and then youngsters and but make them forget what the old players them as well because now they really they don't tire legs, they know they chase. Look at Kaikama, they run all over the place today. I really impressed and this Kwame Kui. These are the people that we are doing all the dirty games in that game today. What I not be impressed with Rodin Strasser and performance at all. Of course, the partnership with Zengili and Kwame this Yemi Dunya was just we don't know how it's in a can play. Don't Fabiaski, the communication not be there alongside. So like in whole we need to do a lot. Preparing against Nigeria when our champions of Africa. No, it's like it gotta be something else. I know they pray God for any tragedy like that. But if we don't prepare well, a problem for we.
Yeah, on the goalkeeping area, a lot of people after the match begin call on the attention of the technical team for see how best then go bring in an experienced keeper. No disrespect to Fabianski, he was fantastic in all the other matches already don't play, and even today make like possibly about 5 to 6 saves way before don't cause disaster for the team. But people they look at them say we need like an experienced keeper for coming and people they mention about Christian Coker, people they mention about other keepers. Them. What do you think about that area?
Honestly, this now one of the areas me self we dey discuss on one program today where just done. That goalkeeping department now the way they need for really strengthen. This keeper from this Eastern Tigers, I like that keeper very much young but a brilliant and intelligent. Like I say no disrespect to Fabiaski, but Fabiaski he not get that command that goalkeeping department. He will talk to independence and many will compose. Again, what Martin said, temperament are bad, quick, you don't vex, shout on players and unnecessary issue. Christian Cook are a very good keeper. We Salon need for call up. We need people like that in that squad. People with experience who able give the players and the boys and determination when them play. Physically, the guy is okay. He able the ball. Christian Cook are able he gets all the quality of PCS that keeper forget that pose. It's like many forget about the grip when they get against the guy, many forget about the grip now the Sierra Leone football. Many call the attention of Christian Coker at the end of the day, they can able backing up with the keepers that will get make a very good squad. But Christian he deserve a call up. Of course he deserve a call up. Yes.
Yeah, we also got Silvanos where they all playing at the same team. He's a young keeper, but very fantastic. Now, Toby, studio guests, I'm sure you don't they listen what you don't they say. It come through the ranks of FC One since school league and all. Now himself they play for Maryland's Bobcats in the professional league now the US. What do you think about
A fantastic player, of course. He don't go through a lot, and he don't take football as a career. Of course, that's the. But one thing I get for see, Sierra Leone brothers already out there. That's why they play. They need for really determined for them future because if you know see they play football, this now you family they able survive. This now you nation you will proud of. You ever play at least make you move from the league and if you know a league then we expect say the world is you they need for really attach themselves to certain agent they will expose and Sierra Leone we have a whole lot of talents. Not me see them play with some of them play they play at the EPL and the Bundesliga, so on and so forth, and good pass you are the Sierra players. No, they not get that agents where they push them at least expose it. You play pro league like America, I expect say, and you climb up that ladder. I'm not disrespecting player really play though, but Sierra Leone get a lot of talent them, but they need for up them game. They're very lazy. They're not able to ball at times. That shooting accuracy, they'll not get some quick fatigue don't tell on them. The AG, some Bokuma able to game. So like if a player like this don't come with a whole lot of I don't know in age present class in the talk,
yeah,
but
it
believe
go there around the
for up
age
in
of
game, of
the
course.
Yemi, the Kwamis, because now they all grow up now the Johansson side. They all go there around the same
Well,
age.
this now they say like for this guy Kwame, they make headlines now Iceland. I play around the way Leon Star. If Leon Star getting three, we are okay. Kwame, I get respect for that guy. I respect her so much. It's by the game best. Not only go not making way it for making play and top flight leagues, but that guy is super fantastic. That for
Okay.
sure. I like him. They play well.
Thank you very much. Martin, we hope for get you next weekend also. One of the fantastic analysts on the show. Well, Martin, get for the make appearance live on the show very soon. We will set up dates for that. Thank you for calling. We take another
Welcome.
caller. Hello, caller. You name and who's the call from. We get another caller online. Okay. You can call and have you say on the show. We talk about Leon Star's performance today. We talk about Jamse Pele within at the studio. We talk about Kwaku. We don't join Salon now as a new citizen. Hello, hello. You name and who's the call from.
Yes, Sanem Abdullah Masakwe, Elias Bonai. I call from Mountain Court.
Yes, Abdullah. Go ahead and make your contribution.
Well, I'm glad you for make me contribution for the program. Now concerning this friendly match today, are so disappointing with Leon Star because the coach I don't really understand the kind lineup we call. We get the players them way for call, way for make we win. Also team like Comoros for beat Leon Star. World ranking, would they find past them? Also team like the one and they then a setback to we for Nations Cup. Also like them kind team and they for beat we. You get there and the end with sober striker. He left them. But other player don't only play now the team he goes there. But I want to ask one question. What's up with Stephen Coker? You are walling like team is small.
All right.
Man, what's in problem
Okay.
with Isaac alone?
Okay, we will talk on that. I will answer you when you cut the line. We'll just continue for
Okay.
follow.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No worries. We go take more calls in the show, but let account to my studio guest as in the reason for today's show. Pele, you'll be there on your
Yeah.
legs, but before that, Martin, when one of the callers or one of we analyze them for this show, make some point. It points out the standard of league in the USA. No disrespect to Ona they play good league, and we see the US and one of the countries that we always come to World Cup as well. That means they get good league, and most of them players that they play home. And same way, so we make mention of laziness and age. So Agowale starts from that point there.
Well, America gets the system with a structure where they are, I would say, the focus for the past backwards when I would say 5, 10, 20 years and get a own sport where they base sport when the American football. And this not the only country in the world where they differentiate football and soccer. Now, yeah, they call it soccer, but in the entire world, now football.
Yeah, we self na soccer what they call her. We we Australia and America, I don't know why. They call rugby football and football where we the kick nas alone and then they call soccer.
So then differentiates on that way. So the transition for them, they actually begin enjoy and follow up to football. It will take them a long time because one, not to them base sports. But now what they don't see say the likes of the professional that don't make name in Europe when are the Ibrahimovic, Carlos Vela, David Beckham, all of them they can they don't bring attention, and then the US they actually qualify for World Cup, CONCACAF. So it reach a point where they don't see say, okay, this is not another sport for let we focus on. So they can begin they put attention on. So most of the leagues them now the past 4 5 years, people they don't actually focus on this sport in this country. So and you get for go through the system when a school system because they want make sure say after like you dey play sport after the sport waiting are you way out waiting are you plan B, so that make them focus you need for go through the school system forget a backup plan
Okay.
where I adapt to that system they it make it easy for me because I'm able to go school at the same time and play at the same time and get medication done the way we are supposed to get them done. So the system is so set and organized way the only way now for me if I want to take now the game as my passion and my career, I get for focus na school at the same time. So now a way of make sure say when you young or you just kind of the country, you need for stay focused and stay on the right track and the
So
right
it's
channel.
it's another channel of like preparing for the future and life after football.
Absolutely right. So
So
that
what's in your
system
age
they
now?
so right now I just turned September for I just turned 29.
Okay. So I'll come to you, but quick while I answer the caller in question will be asked with Stephen Coker and that of Yaya Kalon or Issa Kalon, pardon me. The reason, according to the FA in one press release with the issue, because one media site, be right say FIFA don't deny them the chance for play for Salon. Coca the right for play for Salon because he don't play some games for England, but the FAB don't come and refute that statement. According to the Sierra Leone Football Association, now that Stephen Coca and Issa Kalon then document it to FIFA now. FIFA now then they wait for make a decision on the players them before then go able for invite them again for play for Salon. So at the moment, not that FIFA don't deny them or FIFA say no, but the only issue now that FIFA not take a decision yet on give them the clearance for play for Salon. So then the matter or the then documents still there to FIFA and the FA they wait on FIFA for make the final decision. So with that, now the reason why they not invite them for this friendly and a lot of questions we don't come say, but why them play against Morocco? Well, that time when they play against Morocco, you go find out they not be play against the Gambia, they not be play against South Sudan because that not being standard team A they will play the senior teams in a FIFA match. Whilst the Morocco under 23 wasn't rated, they not rate that match there because now under 23 with senior side we play against. And since it wasn't rated by FIFA, those players were given the opportunity to play. So now that make them to be played. But for now, FIFA not take any decision yet, and the FA still they wait for the decision where they go take for then give them the green light for the two players then go able to represent Sierra Leone, Stephen Coker and that of Yaya Kalon. That's not according to the FA, then press release where then be issued out later early today. But we'll continue with the show. Yes, so now you highlight in the place. So now they see you they score plenty goals, and from the level where come like you say from defense to side you did now. So with the new position, waiting now the strategies that we could use because you look swift and you not possible can score goal at any time.
Well, I often understand the game because may it just sound like way I go say me not somebody way I like for land every day. I like for land because now something way I feel say it helped me greatly. I say not only a player but a human being itself. I like for land and are good at asking question so people that want to say be don't once they there and I always open up the call like the light of Kai Kamara when our legend the Mohamed Kalon when then be the part of the America yeah men then they talk like frequently men then they talk a lot ask them a question what do you think send them a video now you know watch this what do you think I need for work on so ask a question from them we'd already been at that level as a top striker so me I will feel say as soon as along how the game they go, are they able to read up the game and know whose player now the player or whose defender now the weak link. And once I notice saying that na the weak link, I defend all kind way. And when I say all kind way, even if I fail 20 times, I decide 20 times for make sure say I capitalize on that weak link in it. And it's just reading the game and understand your teammates them and let your teammates understand you as a forward too. Come here, I know say there's no defender not there in the world we're going to run with a striker for 90 minutes. It's impossible. So and me, even if I make movement and not get the ball, I need to stop. I mean, I constant moving player. I like for move around a lot. I like for move around a lot and observe and read the game.
You they get me?
Yes, I get you.
Yeah, so we dey expect Desmond for call win at the show. I think everyone for say something. You don't ever get a call up from any of the national team there, like on that 20, on that 21, on that 23, the senior team.
Well, I don't ever get caught up here because we actually what transit can America,
Okay,
yeah.
I will come to you back, Pele. Let me just take Desmond. Hello, Desmond.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening, Maggie, and good evening, Isa Pele. Of course, thank you very much for bringing this
Yes, boss
wonderful man on your
Desmond.
show tonight. Now, one of the young boys that we when they come up during FC Johansson in this way, I admire. I mean, always they run for good watch him when he play because the very first day I saw this guy play, I see everything about Frank Amankwa when they play for for Ghana. You
Okay.
know, it is so short, and then he get the quality. Then for say he can run from in defense to the attack, and anytime he get the ball, he able to take on people. Then so at some point where he lost na the radar and salon, I begin wonder, see, who said this wonderful boy he don't go? I'm meeting younger brother, I asked for he say they around the globe. And then later on, I can notice they America and I can't think say, oh, he still the play ball or waiting. And of late me and you can hook up. I can see and say the play. I was so happy about him. And I'm happy for what he don't achieve today in life because they can't see me they say his story not easy. Because I come on for achieve what he don't achieve so today. I think the only thing we they hinder some of them kind of progress now we are in we country not to see the need for invest time in young people like this when they left the country or give them opportunity for come back and represent Salon. I'm sure the time then we go to America, if they give them that opportunity for can represent Sierra Leone in the junior competition, these are the boys we for the get today, who for the give glory in our national side. We expect you for the students in the national team. But nevertheless, I'm happy for your achievement. You know, give up and waiting you do. You don't do a very good thing in life and that you don't go to school, don't get everything what you're supposed to forget. Now you take care of yourself and your family then, which I'm very happy about. Not to everybody who go America are able to do what you don't do. So keep it up, boy. I love you and then I appreciate what you do out here in the for me. And
Thank you, boss
also coming
Desmond. Thank
to
you.
my brother Martin, we talk about players them being lazy, they know the train. You know, sometimes we just need for respect players them. I don't think Martin play football. Maybe Martin a journalist. And we from for talking different from where they play. Play that now you get to be a better player. And I also want if Martin they listen, let Martin understand see every country in the world get a criteria for starting players that we for go play in the league. Like we Sierra Leone, we get a problem we league where we play in a salon, you know, give we any qualification for let's get with players and play na the British league, na the Italian league, na the Spanish league. If you look, even the one that we don't come na the Spanish league, now the B side then they play. They don't even play the Premier League like we say La Liga. So until we reach that kind of status, let's say we are ranking FIFA 55 and Africa, maybe we did 20 or 10, then you might be thinking, say, okay, the light of Spain, England, France, then we think forgetting Sierra Leonean players then. So this is the problem why you don't see our players playing in this league. They rather go to countries like America, Norway, um, Israel, then Scandinavians then, just as a means of making life for themselves from their talent. But if we can raise up with standard of we league, we raise up of we performance in the we national team, that go on with players then better opportunity for playing a big leagues than what we're going to see. And then the area of Samuel Biko being naturalized for Sierra Leone, of course, with all due respect to the young man, I like him na a young man wey dey come in. We don't let for talk let we demoralize in spirit, but we approach in dealing with the issue is the problem. The man cancer alone 2018. Then we lost say if we don't do 5 years na the country before you naturalize. So how come we SLFA do this thing where the man not even reach the 5 year age? And then they come up with a statement say the man already don't qualify for go play for Nations Cup. So it's like they try to put pressure in John in aid for let John go select him. And at least make I can tell people say let we open we are on what in the happen now now with FA. Now can tell people then the wrong day. We are in they bring picking and can they advocate for them for pay them and all the rest, and then they share the money at the end of the day. Let we allow people that way know what they happen around with football. For make the statement where Chris Kamara make now in WhatsApp group or other places, it's very unfortunate. The second highest man with Football Association for make that kind of statement. They say instant by statement. Say there is no midfielder na Salone, and out of Salone they play like Samuel Biko. You don't see Frank Daruma who they play in America. You don't see Peter Cabo who they play in America. You don't see the light of and Rodney Michaels. Not to the all you don't see for let you assess the qualities and we didn't get. Now only one you don't see. Look at the league where Biko they play. Tell me how rich we league they for let you assess and say what you don't see they do not we league. If Biko is that kind of sensational player, why the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United are not coming to knock the door for him? But I'm not surprised when people like that they make a statement because we country we get square pegs them in round hole. That not take the other people than time, Maggie. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Because with performance now and Turkey, I'm not gonna let go into them because we all know say it not been too good, but we know what will lead to that. We only get a warming up. Comoros get 3 different sessions. So if you're not prepared, well, I to go win. Let them forget about John. John is not the problem. Now, what's happening at Turkey today? Now, like what may happen way back in the 80s. The players then travel by plane today, then reach the morning, they warm up, then play it the same day. So that's it. You don't get results by preparing like that.
Okay. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much
much.
for calling Desmond. Desmond are one of we football analysts and at the country and senior football pundit or somebody will like the game, they promote them, and not only male football but female football as well. And one for say thanks to him for where he joined me today at the show and make excellent point. I think he know Pele more. He call her one name. He say Isa Pele. So Pele, as we round up now, I see people that they call, but I'm not gonna take more calls because I want for make we round up. Really look tired this morning. So
Okay.
Pele, you be there talk before Desmond call. You go
Okay.
take him off from that point.
Yeah, so I know if I get called up with the national team, and I feel say I really happy waiting that happen now around the national team in the sense that we don't able to identify we talent them. We don't left the country over 10, 11 years ago, which is a good thing because now we can to social media, advance. Technology that advance a lot now in the world where you they able identify players or identify something that's where say it come off from your own home, from your country. When are the only thing where I really glad about. The national team now is something where every human being go love or glad or like appreciate for get called up to play for a national team. But it gets a different standard way I go say everything come with the right time.
Okay.
It come with the right time.
So if you get a call up now, you willing for rep Sierra Leone, or you get
Uh,
you yourself don't be citizen of US.
So represent Sierra Leone that they now one of my biggest dream way I actually get into a be small. So me get called up for represent the country, then it not gonna be it's something for think about. I always willing and ready and for represent my country, I go say, because now something we I dey always they follow the team. I dey watch all the games them where the team they play. Every single game so the list that they play, I dey watch.
Okay. Before you come on the show, tell me say you just come out coach some picking them. So you also the peer coaching and playing as well.
Yeah, so because we have been this school, I get my school coach advise me say like just like a part-time thing where you do, not only for make money, but because of the kind of passion where you get for them, a good so I the coach picking them. I can coach like one-on-one, like skills, like fitness, strength. So and then I can coach teams too. So I be just come out than the before we I come I join the call.
Okay. So how about you future plans aside playing football and all now you don't make it clear. I say you open up to a call for salon and you get any other plans beside football or like helping back home like you talk about the Madam Yuan scene where you come through and all you get plan for take that kind of line as well.
Yeah,
with helping kids?
Dandy always a part of my plan. It just that way you feel say the right time not reach it. That's something where you not go do, but that's something we already part of my plan. I'd already put down my secret wallpaper where I get we everything where I want do outside of soccer. I'd already get them, and I want part the greatest and biggest thing that we I want achieve, and I want make sure say I do them because I want get an environment or try to get away the same opportunity where they give me. They like today I able there, so I want give back home for give them same picking up I go meet the kind of opportunity then they.
Okay. So somebody just the text they say a good show with Pele. It is good that we are having such shows because some of these players we don't know them, but from his highlights, it seems to be a fantastic driver, meaning he can play very well on the wings and scoring goals. So what is nutrition and training path like?
Well, nutrition actually, we come out salon. Obviously, we favorite everyday meal we na rest, and then but come to this side of the world, you get different food. I always they eat me African food them, and then I left for nobody. But training I habit where I don't build from where they back home. Where they join see at the grab na morning jog from New Englandville to Stadium most of the practice or jog go academy most of the practice. Sunday jog from New England go Lumley Beach, jog come back. So now something training or something we don't day part of me. I feel like say now the reason why I build up that mentality. They say I'm a hardworking person. I like to like work hard for achieve something, and
Okay.
I not like for take no as an answer.
Okay, so that just thanks Abu C. Now be asked that message. They say they text all the way from Godrich Freetown. And this other one where they come in our WhatsApp also, it is say how many goals have Pele score and what really inspire him when he is in front of the goal from Alhaji Ibrahim.
Well, my school season, like as I said, I played 2 seasons. I scored 55 goals,
Wow.
and then on Bobcats, I play like total preseason games and regular league games. I scored total of 8 goals. I go say with total of 11
11
games.
match 8 goals. So
And when
you
they play with
average
last,
you average in every 1.5 game you dey score a goal.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so now we dey round up the show. We hope for get you some other time again, and we will keep informing people about players around the world, athletes. A lot of people don't question me. They say, "Why always are they being footballer?" Well, it's difficult to forget the other athletes them for talk. I don't know this issue with salon athletes them and the players as well. Sometimes you invite person, they go tell you say no one for talk, but a nice for come and talk. Let you fans them know you. Let people know you. Say not like the other day I invite a certain player. I say no one talk because you know it look like say they can't talk for Lelio Star call. I said, no, it's not about that. This is about interfacing with your fans, talking to your fans, for let them understand you better. But thanks to people like Pele, the likes of Asanwa interview last week, another few we don't come on the show, Christian as well. We want to thank them. And the one that way we hope for interview in the future. We please, when we send on DM, please, we just want for make this be something where you go interact with your fans them and then get to know you more. It's not about bringing you to the show, not so we pick team. Now junkie started picking team based on who that you want
Never.
for his nice system. So Pele as we dey go now, waiting go be a message to your fans them. And I see from the comment section, some people and the way they lost for over 5 years, 6 years. Some people they say, oh nice, today I see my schoolmates and all. Friend, people happy for see you.
I know. So, transition to this part of the world, it takes a lot. And now social media to Facebook, they show say yes. you were able to connect with your old age friends. And like as I said, I lost a lot of friends that way. Now not through social media, when on Facebook or Instagram, I'm able to connect with some of them. Like let everybody feel free way, no say may not be friends before. Send me a friend request na Facebook or Instagram. I go willing and accept them and get that friendship connection back. And my message to my fans, I will say, me na the person way when I always know, hardworking, ready for play at any minute, at any time. You wake me up middle of the night, just for go play. I ready for go play. And I want to say, make everybody be patient with the national team because it don't reach a point where I go say, yes, Salon don't reach this moment here, so don't tell we will reach this kind of moment here. But everything not get for done at this moment. It get for take time, step by step. Let just be patient with the coaching staff or whatever selection that they do. We need for just believe, say, this now we turning points around. That this now the time for let's Salon smile, we can history or in football. This now you turning point. Not just be patient and be supportive. Not just be supportive. And to all
Okay.
me people, the young one, them, just believe in yourself, believe in your talent, and just dedicate yourself, respect, listen, and then hard work.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us today. Una they play game this weekend or una don't play? Or not
Yeah,
tomorrow una
well,
they play?
next Wednesday we play with last home game and the last game of the season.
All right, we want for wish you all the best in our last game, and we hope for update people about you performance and the rest of other salon players them across the world. This now the checkpoint sport, and today we talked to James Pele Sesay. I hear the name for him again, Isa Pele, but all the best. He play for FC Uansing, he play school league, he play several competitions with Uansing youth team in Europe. And then now they play in football career now USA with Maryland's Bobcats. Well, the player is 29, but still open up for challenge if given the opportunity for trying chance with Sierra Leone. And he hope for do more in football, especially with helping up bringing in kids for grow up in the game. All that today inside the show. Well, thanks to all the one that will follow we and watch the show. Thanks to the one that will share and the callers as well. We go join you next weekend for another edition. Me and your host Magdalene and plenty thank you to we viewers them. We want for make you help we share this and follow and like we page and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Like I say, join we next week for another edition as we go bring you the very best in sport. But every day, every hour, every minute, we page they update people about sports where they happen in Salon and Africa and other part them now the world. Until then, we want for say bye bye for today, and we will see you next weekend.